Sorry for that burp. Hi, uh, hi everybody. It's me, Sailor Moon here, Serena here, and sorry for that snort. And I'm going to talk about Roddy Piper passing away. And I know that a lot of people on YouTube already made videos talking about this. This happened sometime last week, I think, or earlier this week. Anyway, what can you not say about Roddy Piper? He was a he was a trendsetter. He was also a trash talker, and he basically raised hell. You could say that he was the original. He was before Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know, even though he never really won the big belt. Yeah, he was in the AWA, and he was in Mid Atlantic World Championship Wrestling, and he also had multiple stints in the World Wrestling, WWE and WF and WCW and XWF. And yes, he was maybe only a two-time NWA United States champion, a one-time WCW United States champion, and by default being a three-time WWE United States champion, and a one-time WWE Continental champion, and one-time WWE World Tag Team champion, and a Hall of Famer. And everybody will remember his controversial talk show, Piper's Pit, that was originally a segment on various television shows over the years, like Primetime Wrestling you know, or Superstars of Wrestling, or Wrestling Challenge, or All American Wrestling, you know. And even occasionally when it was on Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown and things like that. And I always remember him for his great matches he's had. I mean, he's had good matches with everybody. He feuded with Hulk Hogan, him and Hulk Hogan had their feud both during in the WWF and WCW. Um, he started out as one of the most hated wrestlers and somehow became one of the most fan favorite wrestlers. You know, he was he was one of a kind. When it comes to wrestlers, he was one of a kind, and I don't think there's ever going to be another Roddy Piper. Now, a lot of people will agree with me. There ain't going to be. Now, he died of a heart attack at the age 61, and the last time people saw him, when the last time I saw him, was when he was a part of Legend House, and his occasional appearances on WWE that he did. But I always remember him for his good matches. His matches with Hulk Hogan, I mentioned. His match with Jerry Lawler at the 1994 King of the Ring. Winning the Intercontinental Championship from the Mountie. Winning the WWE United States Championship on 3 different occasions. You know. Winning the WWE World Tag Team Championship with Ric Flair when they defeated the Spirit Squad. And in addition to that, he was also the acting chief operating officer of WE for 3 months after Vader attacked Gorilla Monsoon. He was he was at one point the commissioner, he was one point the commissioner of WCW. And he also was a commissioner of the XWF. You know, and he was one of the great he's one of the best talkers. I mean, he could wrestle, he could talk, he could do whatever needed to be done. He could get his character, he could get himself across as one of the greatest people, one of the best faces and he could get himself over as one of the best heels. And yeah, he was raising hell long before Stone Cold Steve Austin came along. I know Stone Cold Steve Austin now is credited as being the Hellraiser now, but back then Roddy Piper was the Hellraiser. And even when Stone Cold Steve Austin and Roddy Piper met at WrestleMania 21 on Piper's Pit, that was a big deal because up until that point, those two have never crossed paths. Roddy Piper will be missed. You know, he's up in heaven now with God now and Jesus now. He's at a better place. He will be missed. And even though there might be other characters very similar to him, other wrestlers very similar to him, but there'll never ever be another Roddy Piper. And I also remember his movies that he was in. The one, They Live, where he goes into the bank before he starts shooting everyone. He goes, I come here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum. And that was really good. So anyway, yeah, that's it for me. I'm Sailor Moon Serena. Hope you enjoyed this video.